Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome into the channel. My name is Unchallenged. Welcome to Unchallenged Gaming. Today we're going to go ahead and be doing a 3 bosses inside of Mara. We're going to be going ahead and doing the Goblin, Princess, and ROTGRIP today. If you guys are brand new here to the channel, I would really appreciate if you go down below, smash that subscribe, and give this video a big ol' thumbs up if you enjoy the content. And if you guys are enjoying World of Warcraft content out there, definitely subscribe for more. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and quickly time our run here. It's usually between 12 to 15 minutes. We are using a boomkin, a balance. We have improved wrath, 3 out of 3 into guidance of the dream for the interruption not to be, no interruption on our balance spells. I'm just going to go ahead and hover through here versus trying to read everything off, as that would take a little bit of longer time. So if you guys have any specific questions, please drop them in the comment section down below. If you guys have suggestions on updating this potentially, then let me know there as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our timer up here. Let's go ahead and get invited by a normie so we can camp out when this is over. And go ahead and start up the run. Okay, portal goes up. Going into Mara, start the timer. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and make your way to the Goblin first. This could be, whoops, I just popped that. It's fine, it's a 60-second cooldown, so whether I use that now or later, it's fine. No big. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make our way in here. Our dash fades, but okay. We'll always have our dash usually at the start of a run just to kind of get a little bit further ahead. And also sometimes on the way to Princess, your dash will come back up and you can use that just to kind of speed up your run a bit. Not a big deal. If you go too fast on these, you'll end up locking yourself out. So that's okay. We are level 60. So if you're level 60, you don't really have to stealth through here. You can kind of just stick to the left through here. Now the first boss that we're going to do, and in most runs, you're going to go ahead and make your way to the one. There's nothing special for him, but as a boomkin, we can go ahead and position ourselves in a specific spot where he won't melee us. So that'll be pretty good. We'll mostly just take him out at range. Have some opportunities when he's using his flamethrower to heal and do a innervate. And you do want to use innervate on this boss and on the crocodile boss. So we're gonna need it for both of them. Okay, so go ahead and get into position. There's a little area right here. I mean, any one of these will work, but I like staying right here on this spot. Open it up with a starfire, and then applying my moonfire form, and then continuing to wrath this guy down. Go ahead and hit V so you guys can see. Whenever he does that flamethrower, he's not doing any damage to you right now, so you could use these opportunities in between there to do starfire if you spec into it. I'm not spec'd into starfire, so it's not going to do anything for me there. We're going to go ahead and do a quick heal at this time, and then also pop it in. We apply our dots quick. Then get with our wrath spam. And he should die here very shortly. Yeah, I waited till like the last second of that regrowth, and then hit my Swiftman, so I'm basically popped off here. And he dies. We have a Omen of Clarity. We'll just do one of those. And there we go. We got our first drop to gold 26 over. Go ahead and okay. And now with that guy complete, we're gonna go ahead and make our way to Princess. And we're at 3 minutes. The first boss is down, okay? If this was a hunter, it'd be a little bit faster, as hunters are able to go cheetah in here the entire time. And cheetah with talents, you're usually looking at what, 36-38% run speed the entire time, inside and outside. So unlike the druids where they can't use travel form inside, can only use outside. So gotta go kind of slow. You could use your dash between the instances. So every time that you're resetting, you just use dash to return to the dungeon faster. Because you can see here, within 30 seconds, I'm actually going to make it do princess here. I already got full mana. We're just kind of sticking to the right here. Don't try and go between the monsters. I mean, you can. There's a little path right there. You can do it. But I would not recommend. Stick along the right through here. And make your way on here. There's princess. And same thing with princess. We're going to go ahead and open with a starfire into moonfire swarm. Now, you do not need minor speed base, but it helps so much in order to avoid her rocks. Otherwise, if you don't avoid the rocks, do things hurt you. There we go. We want to stay at a distance of roughly 36. So I need to move this, I think, a bit better, more over here visually. But whenever she stops, you can get about 3 to 4 wraths in, or you have to continue. As you're moving, go ahead and get max range before you stop when it stops. Otherwise, you'll get clobbered with a rock. You don't want to get clobbered with a rock. If you do happen to get clobbered with a rock, such as she's doing right here, she's going to throw a rock at me, but I was out of her range, then just move to the right more, move further away from her. You just really want to maintain this. Anytime she's within 25 here, she can clobber you with that rock, and that stuns you for a bit. But if she stuns you and you're quite a distance away, then she won't actually be able to catch up with you. Right now she's trying to throw a rock at me, but I was out of distance of her. And you don't need innervate here. This is actually a fairly easy fight. Oh, see, she clobbered me with a rock because I was very, very on the 36. Like I was out of range, but not really out of range. So if she does reach you as a boomkin, you'll survive the first hit. Yeah, see, I got hit by that dang rock. And that took me out where I can't use my balance or my nature spells. I'm just going to go ahead and just spam the moonfire on her for a bit. And when she drops below 15%, she'll start going very, very slow. So there you go. So 15% hit. And at this point, her life, her speed is going to be going very slow. You could almost base tank her at this point, but I still probably wouldn't. You're going to get bouldered here. And that boulder's annoying. And there she goes. She goes down. Down goes the princess. Okay. This is the optimal drop right here. 4 gold, 48 times 2, right? That's 9 gold that we just got off this guy. Plus we got gold, I believe, off the first one. Okay, so before you go down and drop on down into the crocodile, make sure you get full health or full mana. You do want full mana and full health for this fight. This fight is intense. Also, do not need the loofah, but it helps so much. It helps so much with this fight. Now, I won't swap to my other staff for this fight, but normally I'll put this on. I gain 600 additional armor, so it just gives me a huge increase in my, contributions from items by 360%. So when I'm able to apply 600 armor, multiply that by 360%, It's a lot of extra armor, but we don't need it. Let's go ahead and jump on down. ROTGRIP is right there. So same thing as him. Same thing here. We're going to go ahead and open with the Starfire. Yeah, that's okay. Open with the Starfire. Form, and then I usually go about 50% here as balance. And then right through here, about 50%, I'll go ahead and regrowth. Womp. Oh. Womp. And then I'll use my first Barkskin Feral. Just mow. And take them down a bit. Stacking up a bit here in just time. Using a combination of Maul and whatever this is. Savage Bite. There we go. Now I got 3 bleeds, but I'm not too worried about the bleeds at this moment. I go ahead and rejuve and pop a big regrowth again, and then hit my intervene. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wait a few seconds here. A few seconds too long. And swap back into bear. See, our bleeds are getting really high, so we're gonna go ahead and clear those bleeds. I'm just gonna spam my cast on here. And then regrowth back up to full. Now, when you get low on mana on this trip, go ahead and go bear form again. And then use feral regen. We're fine. And we'll swap bear. And then at this point we could use Feral Eye, Frenzied Regeneration to kill him, but it wasn't needed. Look at that! Almost a perfect run of loot. So that took us 11 minutes and 27 seconds for that run. And now we can go ahead and do a slash camp. Normie is our here. So this run right here took us 11 minutes and 27 seconds to do a full Goblin, Princess, and ROTGRIP. And now go ahead and reset by logging off, and then on your second account, or get somebody to invite you, make them party leader, and then have them kick from the group afterwards. And then when you log back in here, you'll be able to re-invite it to the party. You're going to be kicked outside of the dungeon here. We'll go ahead and do one more run real fast, just to kind of see differences of loot. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there are probably pretty familiar with Mara. So like I said here, save the speed boost for here, just getting you that distance and time between here. So when you it now, you'll get to the next run faster, and then you'll have dash available after the goblin is up. So get to the portal. Oh, I wasn't sure if that was my portal or not. Okay. Okay, making our way back to the goblin boss once again. Timer is up. We go ahead and hear this. That looks good, right there. So now it kind of target, you know, I can get very visual wherever I'm at. Okay, go ahead and re-equip whatever trinkets for damage that you'd want to use. The loofah is the only thing I'd recommend for ROTGRIP, otherwise those bleed stack up so much, where they're ticking for anywhere from 300 to 500 damage tick, and that is a lot. It really is. So this one doesn't give us, permanent. This one's 1% hit and 23 damage and heat. So this is just consistent 23 damage and hit. This one is more 204 over the course of 20 seconds. So this will just be a hit and maximize the damage kind of thing. So right here, get into position once again. Nice opening with that Starfire there. Now, the other specs are obviously pretty good in terms of being able to Starfire right here when he's at Flamethrower. My spec just doesn't have it. We're going to go ahead and regrowth here. Guess I should have probably used that time there. You don't have to shift back into a moon if you need to. It's really not needed for the fight. Extra armor is not going to protect you from all of his different attacks here. Regrowth there. With men, I see. Now, if you do not have Intervate up, you can kind of chill here at the time. I carry tons of tea, so I'm going to go ahead and just use a tea. Usually I have my Intervate up right about now, but I think I just went a little bit faster than... And plus, I think I started the fight with not full mana. So, there we go. Down, and we... Hopefully we get the sword. Hey, 264. I will take it. I will accept that. Hopefully I get a proc. Hit the next snake. Get a proc off this one. Nope, no proc. I'm just looking for omen procs. I got 42 seconds on our dash. I feel like we're just moving a little bit faster than... Did I not use my trinket? I don't think I used my trinket. Well, that is a... Well, my Innervate's up now. I'm not going to use my Innervate for Princess. It's just not needed. I have tea. I need tea. I got so many tea. Right? These things stack up to 20. You get them in the Hygel, and they're very quick to get. If you guys would like a guide on how to get tons of herbal tea, drop me a comment down below saying, hey, how do you get that tea? And I'll make a video specific for that. But yeah, druids are awesome in terms of just being able to do so much. Right, we can teleport to Moonglade. We got these runes. Everyone has these time-worn ruins, but we can get to basically parents. We can Moonglade. We got the south and north part of Kalimdor. You always have your guild base, wherever your guild base is at. Okay, we've made it to Princess. We're at 5 minutes and pain. Now, we don't really full mana for Princess. Go ahead and just open just like we normally do with that Starfire and Arcane and all that other fun stuff. He's trying to throw a rock right there. But you do need innervate for ROTGRIP. It's very challenging to do ROTGRIP without innervate, because he just does a lot of damage, and if you don't take him out fast, then those bleeds eventually will stack on you very big. And it's okay to go slow on this fight. I've seen on other videos where, you know, this is for a while, but it is a private server that balance spells such as Insect Swarm and stuff do not work. So Insect Swarm and Wrath don't work. They have to only Moonfire. But in this case, you can actually do a combination of both, and you can also use Wraths at the same time. So this fight just goes a lot faster, right? We started this fight right around 5:15 so on the clock timer. Insect Swarm there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and conserve a little bit of mana here. Wait. Right now, my things are eating up tons and tons of mana right now. And I could proc a T, but it's okay. I felt like it flapped his birds. It flapped his wings there. Thought it did. Maybe not. Now they're just super slow, and even if they hit you with a rock right here, yeah, see, I just got knocked down. Because she's so slow and that we're kind of keeping max distance anyways, they're not going to be able to hit us. Obviously, if you want this fight to go faster, you'll go ahead and not do what I'm doing and use your T, your things that you have. I'm just showing you guys that even if this fight gets prolonged and you don't have access to these, it's still manageable, right? Okay. So we got a gold there. And we got 142. So not the best drops, but not bad. Okay, we're at 8:30, 40 on the top clock. If you had mage water, pretty damn good, but unfortunately we don't have any mage water. We only have a few more of our morning glory dews, but we can see here that when you do the ROTGRIP down below, this is the best item that he has a chance to drop. It's a 33% chance, so 1 out of 3 runs, you're going to get 4 gold, 29 hammers right here, massive 448. And you can see I've got a couple of these in a row, and we just had that first one over there where we had the princess, and you get the ring all the time, so you can actually sell princess rings as well. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap my other staff here, and you'll see the armor difference here. And it lasts for 2 minutes, which is pretty cool. Let's go up to our loofah. Now, ROTGRIP, you can either fight him over here on this side, or you can fight him right here in the middle. You don't really want to engage with him over on the side. I've had bad luck getting these hydras, and honestly, these hydras are more of a pain than ROTGRIP because they knock you backwards mid-cast. They kind of just smack you around. And you can't sleep with guys, you can't soothe them. If you go over here and I try and soothe these guys, oh wait, I'm not even targeting him. I'm like walking up into his face. Yeah, see, it's an invalid target and you can't hibernate. They're just invalid. These are considered, I don't know, they don't even consider anything. Usually it's like or hydras are considered beasts, but nope. Okay, let's go ahead and Make sure that he's a good distance away from this Hydra, and then we'll go ahead and open up on him, okay? Go ahead and use our staff now. So look at our armor. We have 1,474. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Spend the early on portion trying to burst down as much health as you can out of him. Then once you get to about the first interval of having to restock your things, go bear form here. We use Arc Skin here, letting that regrowth and rejuve work there as we're knocking them down. Once your dots drop off, you have that bleed tick, and I'm going to go ahead and use the loofah. If I get one more tick, if it doesn't fall off me, yeah, it didn't fall off. Okay. Go ahead and apply, do a hibernate or innervate, and then get as much damage in here once again. And you can see the thing is giving me, you know, it's a decent amount of armor even in my base form. And those bleeds are starting to stack again, so get those removes. I'm gonna do one more regrowth and then swap into bear. Then I'm gonna go ahead and stack up my rage here so I can do feral regeneration. Trying to outlast them. And you can't stun this guy. See, if I try and stun him, he's immune to stun. I've seen some videos talk about how ROTGRIP can be stunned. I've never seen that. If you have enough mana right here, pop out, go into a regrowth, and then I'm going to go ahead and just camp down. Oh, guess we're out of mana there. Okay, there we go. We are bleeding out. Do a quick... Oh, okay. And there we go. He is dead in Denzo. Okay, so that run took us 13 minutes, right? So anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, just depends on the speed of the run, but it is pretty consistent in there, 12 to 14 minutes. And if you're doing, you know, 5 of these, you're not going to lock yourself out, right? If you're taking 12 to 15 minutes per run, that means that you can run consecutively 5 runs, you know, all the time and not be locked out of the dungeons. You can do 5 dungeons within an hour, and we're not going to hit that. We're always taking minimally around 12 to 15 minutes. Multiply 12 by 5, that's over 60 minutes right there. So do these runs. Let me know down in the comment section below if you're successful in doing the Goblin, Princess, and ROTGRIP. Like I said, to get the optimal amount of money through here, you can get the sword or the gun off of the Goblin, right? That's around 2-3 gold if you get 2 of the hammers. So this would be optimal drop. I think there's even a better one. There's the sword that drops off ROTGRIP. Let's see if I have it here in the repair bot. Oh yeah, right there, 321. So the optimal run right here is 344. So that's essentially 9 gold right there. There's 16 gold. So there would be 16 gold in a single run if you did it. You know, oftentimes you're gonna get the Blackstone rings, which are a gold 50. Might get some additional things in here as well. You can see here through the history of items I've been vendoring to this guy that we do get a sizable amount of money, and this is just a nice, easy solo farm. I've been able to do this since hitting level 60 and going and getting balance. You don't need the gear that I have. You can do this with the less gear. ROTGRIP might take a bit more gear than what you guys are currently wearing right now, but let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any other specific questions. Otherwise, I do appreciate everyone for tuning into this video. Be sure to go down below, subscribe, and please smash that thumbs up button. Let me know what is your favorite class in World of Warcraft. And that is it. Thank you all. Bye-bye.